So excited.
Okay, right, so it's like, every time before I start baking, right, usually I will get my flour and this one, what I'm baking today is going to be a chocolate sponge cake. Alright, so this is a sponge cake that we don't use any eggs, don't use any dairy in them. Okay, so I have, but this is not diabetic, okay. What I'm going to show you is just our standard version, which is vegan, 100% vegan. I have my flour here and my sugar inside. This, what we use is unbleached flour, okay, unbleached flour as well as raw sugar. So that means, right, we don't use anything that is bleached. The reason why not bleached is because a lot of vegans, right, they recognize that bleached products actually contain bones of animals. When they do their bleaching process, it has to go through a filter, and the filter are always made with animal bones. So this is the reason why vegans are not able to take bleached product, and they always have to go for organic, which is more, which is raw and it's non-bleached. Yeah. So this is one of the reasons why we have to use organic ingredients, right? So I'm going to just start off, and what I'm going to add next, right? Okay, you'll see that it's very simple. Traditionally, cakes, right? You have to start off with creaming the butter with sugar, or you have to whip the egg whites until until it's like filled with foam. But for us, we are not going to do that. Okay, the way we approach baking is very American style. The cakes that we bake is very dense and it's rich. Yeah, so this is what we want to do. Japanese baking is very light and fluffy, so that's not what we are doing today. Okay, so after I have my flour and my sugar, I'm just going to pour in my this
dark chocolate?
Yeah, cocoa powder. Alright. Right, so I'm just going to mix them all in. So here we got all the dry ingredients done. So next I'm going to introduce a bit about the wet ingredients here. Okay, so what I have, okay, is this. It's agave. Agave is a natural sweetener that we mainly use for diabetic cakes. Okay, the reason why we use agave, right, is because they are actually 100% natural. They are extracted from cactus, in fact. Yeah, why cactus is because this agave is known to be known to have low glycemic index. It's a very, very medical term. It's called low GI. So a lot of nutritionists, right, they started to put a lot of their patients on a low GI diet because they're getting fatter, bigger, and unhealthy. So a low GI diet will actually help. It's like a new age kind of diet formula, whereby when you go for low GI, it means that your blood will actually absorb the sugar and the sweetener faster, which goes into your body and cleanses quickly. Yeah, so this is one of the reasons. And as for the next one, because we don't use butter, so we're going to use natural oil. So the kind of oil that we use is transfat free. Okay, we use oil like rapeseed oil and canola oil. Sometimes we use olive oil, but it depends on the kind of cakes because olive tend to give a bit more stronger flavor. So sometimes we do not want that in our cake, so we don't use that. Okay, and lastly, okay, so you ask me what is the replacement for milk? Okay, milk comes from cow, and since we can't use animal products, we actually use milk that is extracted from rice. Okay, so we use a various.
Guys, you hear that? She uses rice milk to make her cakes.
Okay.
No normal cow milk. No. Eh?
No. Okay, so we don't use any cow's milk. So we actually use.
I'll test you later for some questions. Sorry.
Okay. So you have to listen to me.
We're giving out 35 prizes. Just remember that, okay?
Really good prizes.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay, so it's like this is rice milk that is extracted from rice. Also, besides rice milk, we use a various form of milk like soy milk. It's also one of them, which is very common. Another kind of milk is like almond milk, cashew milk, and also any form of nut milk is possible. So basically what we do is just soak the rice or the nuts into water, and overnight you'll see the milk being extracted from that nut or that rice itself. So this is what we use. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just throw in all the wet ingredients together. Okay, there is no sequence, no nothing at all. Okay.
It looks absolutely delicious. Yum.
Yeah. So everything is all hand mixed. Actually, I bring this out just to show you, but actually I'm not going to use this. Okay. Everything is all hand mixed. Very simple, it's done, okay, but we lack of one thing, which is my apple cider. So this is a cider that we usually use. Why we use apple cider, okay, some of you may think that, why put cider inside the recipe? Oh, that's because this acts as our egg replacer, okay, very much. You'll see some of the chemical reaction after this. Okay. So that's why baking is all about science. You need to know your ingredients very, very well to know how one ingredient affects the other and how the other works well with the other. So this was part of my research process, my development during the 6 months. A lot of this input was like really done by, really studying very deep into research papers by university, going overseas. I went to Taiwan, I did a lot of research there, visiting a lot of vegetarian bakery. So this is one of the reasons how I know that vegetarian cakes without eggs, right? A lot of vegetarian bakeries, they use chemicals to actually enhance, like, emulsifier. They use a lot of like gum. They use a lot of whey protein. Whey protein is commonly used by bodybuilders to build mass. So we don't use any of this. So the reason why I'm doing a demonstration is let you see that no, we don't use any chemicals. Yeah, right. So this is that. Okay, everything is natural. Even our cider is also organic. We get it from an organic store. You can do that too. Okay, as you can see, like there is really bubbles inside the cake. So this will actually act as our form of air pockets that we require in all cakes in order for the cake to actually rise up. So there you go, that's all.
Let's give a round of applause.
Thank you.
Can we taste this?
You want taste it? Yeah, you can taste it.
Taste it? Ah, okay.
No egg,
so if I put my hand inside and taste it, that's a bit...
then nobody want to eat the cake. Yeah.
Okay.
How it would look like after we finish baking. Okay, so what we'll do is that we usually just slice it up into 3 slices. I'm going to show you how to decorate a banana cake. Right, very simple. I think it's getting a bit juicy. Yeah. So this is a cream that we actually use. It's a non-dairy cream. Our cream is really very special. What we do is that we actually work with a cream company, alright? So we give them a recipe and they actually create this for us. So it's a non-dairy, that means it doesn't contain any milk content at all. There's no eggs as well, and it's 100% vegan. So this is a chocolate cream. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to just spread the cream around.
An expert at work. Yeah. Ooh, bananas.
Like a lot of bananas.
Are these bananas organic or something?
Yeah, this one is. Yeah. So usually our fruits, right, because of different seasons, so there are certain ingredients that we're not able to get organic. So that's why we don't usually tell our customer that the fruits are organic unless they require specifically that, it's for cancer patient, so we need it organic, then we'll go and get it for them. Yeah, in the organic form. Anyway, I have prepared a bit of like... Okay, usually it goes on with a chocolate ganache, but it takes really long for me to prepare. So we're going to skip that. I'm going to just do a very simple decoration. I have prepared something in advance, which is this little cute flowers here. Okay. And these are all fondant, something that we actually creatively know how to use, and using very vegan ingredients fondant to actually create our cakes. So what you see at our retail store in front, right, we actually create like wedding cakes, longevity cakes. We also do a lot of baby cakes, children cakes, right, like Tiger with Mickey Mouse. So we are also able to do all these kind of customized cakes on a vegan cake. Yeah, and it's 100% like what you call it, safe for all the vegans in the world. Yeah.
Delcie also does customization of huge cakes, about $250. Or she even does wedding cakes as well. So if you need to special prepare, or like, hey, you know, my boyfriend likes Superman, and she can do a Superman cake also for you.
Yeah, we done Transformer like with the whole cake shape in a car shape. We have done like multi-tiers wedding cakes for weddings. Yeah, like all sorts of cakes.
So she's very versatile. And just remember, she's elderly friendly, baby friendly, and gluten-free friendly. 3 categories.
Yeah. So mothers, right, especially with babies, they are all very surprised because a lot of mothers now are very well educated. They know what ingredients are not supposed to be taken by babies. Like there's sometimes like parents who are not really into this, like understanding their baby diet, right? If they give them wrong ingredients, the baby will start vomiting, and they don't understand why is my baby vomiting. Yeah. So actually, food plays a very important role in our daily life. You know, not just for ourselves but the people around us. So for us at Delcie's, we really go all out to understand what certain people need certain kind of food, and really doing them allergy free. Because we got a lot of customers that are like really multiple allergies. It's impossible to imagine a person that is like soy allergic, gluten allergic, egg allergic, dairy allergic, nut allergic, and then even down to seafood allergic. Like this one person have all this kind of allergic, and then I have to ask my customers like, so what do you eat exactly? There's so many things that you just can't eat. Yeah, so they say that it's very sad for them because they have to cook themselves. Yeah, and they eat almost similar food like every other day. So for them to be able to eat cakes is really a blessing. Yeah. So that's what we actually do.
Okay, guys.